Okay, guys, we are back. Sorry, the last clip/episode. I don't know how it's going to end up being. Ended up on a bit of an abrupt note. I didn't realise I hadn't stopped recording the stuff while I was showing the lovely ladies in the chat something. So yeah. See if we can get through this fight this time. Hopefully, we can actually survive this time. I didn't actually use any summons last time, did I? So no, I did. Yeah, that's true. That's what people always say to me. But it kind of feels like, a part of me kind of feels like I'm not, like, how do I put this? Like, it kind of makes me feel like wrong to feel that way. But like, yeah, part of me, and this YouTube video is starting off on a very deep topic. Part of me just feels like wrong to feel in that way. But like, having never had any experience, it's kind of something just sense you quickly for a second. Attack you. Well, you want 19,000, nice. I'll read what you guys are saying in chat in a minute. I just want to get to a point where I'm in a bit of a better position. Not in a better position, but you know, when I'm not like in the middle of doing something. Let's get Phoenix in. I'm kind of curious. Causes fire magic damage. Revives all allies. You're a lovely person. Hey, Rainco. Welcome back. Inside a voice of pride. You're a lovely person. Once again, fire free, summon, remove. You'll find someone at some point. I didn't meet. I thought this was 23/24. Hello! That was very fine. Not left. People left from you out. Thanks, Rainco, I appreciate it. Well, so Rainco, if you're still here, it's your wife is Sarudi's cousin. Yeah, it is, because I remember you saying something when we were talking about the plans for the big thing. Yeah. Rainco's wife is Sarudi's cousin. There you go. Because we were looking at the Discord earlier and we found that we were looking at the pictures and makeup stuff. But yeah, there you go. What did we kill it? We killed part of it anyway. Nice. Magic fire too. Go on. There you go anyway, Rose. He does. He does love her. But yeah, it's something that you know what I mean, you can't help but feel like part of me worries that like I ran in too quickly with the thought of like coming out as asexual. I should have taken more time to explore it before I came out publicly and say, because now I kind of feel a bit like you know, I feel like I don't fit them. I worry that I don't fit the mold, and that's the whole thing. But then I know for a fact if I hadn't have said it, I probably wouldn't have been able to like what's the word? I wouldn't have been able to probably. What am I trying to say? I probably wouldn't have been able to keep it to myself because it would have slipped out at some point, and I would have been driven myself crazy worrying what people would think about me, because you know what I mean. It was so much like coming out to some of my closest friends, like Michelle, for example, was a really tricky thing, even for like, because I'll be honest, one of the most trickiest things for me was for coming out to Michelle, because it was like coming out to a family member. That's why, honestly, one of the things that I did was when I was talking to people about it, I approached people that I might not talk to as much on a regular basis. I think. What the fuck are they doing? It's a thing, because like, I think I do genuinely feel like I am asexual. Well, I mean, it's a spectrum at the end of the day. Like, this is something Mersh said. Like, it's very much a spectrum. Like, you can be asexual and still have sex with like a person. Like, you can be asexual on the whole, but then there'll be one person that you like to have sex with. It's not an uncommon thing. Like, being asexual does not basically make you abstinent. Is that the word? Like, you can. It's not like a definitive. You can't have sex if you're asexual. Is there? No, it's a thing. What are you doing? Hey. Fire. Yeah. I always say this, like I was talking to Sarudi about this the other day. Like, me and Sarudi had a very, very frank conversation the other day. And I was saying this to her, like, I often say this to people and then I realise the connotations of it. I really just want someone who I can bury my face in their chest and feel safe. And I realised when I said that, especially when I said that to women, it sounds weird, but yeah. I think as well, especially given my experiences with relationships, with both my parents being not the best, one worse than the other, but they're still both not amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in some ways, I think I crave that healthy relationship. But then at the same time, this is something I was talking with Cerulli about. I think so yes, this is a very deep conversation with those YouTube videos. Hello, welcome to the deep episode. At the same time, I think I worry that, like, no one would ever want to love me that much, because, hey, my own parents don't even seem to love me that much. Like, so when there's two people in your life that kind of are expected to love you and be there for you, and all that aren't, you know, it kind of makes you wonder, like, could anyone love you? And it still kind of brings the question for me when I'm like, how can someone like Michelle, Proxy, Cerulli, people say they love me and care about me, like, after past experiences, you just feel like it makes you feel like you're unlovable, and it's honestly a lot of PTSD in that department. Like, I'm still trying to come to terms with a lot of emotional trauma from my childhood, and it's something that I'm honestly doing alone, mainly because I don't feel like I have the strength to go and, like, speak to a therapist or sort things out, which, yes, I know I should, so you don't have to tell me that. Ooh. But at the same time, like, all of this, like, intense, like, stuff that this trauma, like, there's a big thing, like, obviously, as you can imagine, I've been trying to read into stuff, And there's a big thing that, like, when you're a child, your body is in... Sorry. Your mind is in defense mode. So, like, you're not comprehending what's happening, you're just trying to get through life. However, once you're out of that situation, and once you're an adult as well, your brain starts to understand and then starts to realise and process that there was a trauma there. And it's quite a... Yeah, it's quite a horrible feeling, I won't lie. Oh, also gonna catch up on chat. Yeah, that's true. We'll fight them. But yeah, like at the end of the day, like it's a... It's honestly like something, I think as well, like some people like my coming to live here has been really nice for me emotionally to like get out of the toxic environment I was living in at my other parents' house. But the issue I find is that the person I'm here, what I have to deal with here is still not allowing me to really recover the way I'd want to. But basically the choice at the moment is whether I stay living here or I go live in a shelter or go back to my mum's. So, you know, and there's like not great options, whichever way you look at it. Someone please, I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. Lack of space, the shaking, the roaring of the engine. Stop your blubbering, how are we going to move this without you? See? Just fiddle with the controls and we'll get somewhere. Hey Marty, why don't you try piloting it? I said you don't get motion sickness if you're driving. Hey, you're right. I do feel a little better driving. No sweat, just leave everything to me. Oh, he has motion sickness. I have motion sickness. With like... It's weird, not with trains, but with cars I do. Sit in the seat. I'm not going to read the manual, I'm just going to start the mission, I might regret this. This switch? Main screen on, change to screen mode. Okay, now what am I doing? Maybe I should have read the, I probably should have read the instructions, shouldn't I? 1 second. Okay, come on then. Nope, no, up, up, up. Oh, sorry, I just realised we're on a timer. I didn't actually realise that before. Alert for what? I don't know what I'm doing, so that's where I'm going. That weird, I need to move different. Yeah, coaches and cars are not very smooth. Yeah, it's just something I've had to get used to. Like we were driving around earlier. It wasn't even that long of a journey. It was like a 20-minute journey, less than that. And I was like really struggling with it. Like towards the end, we've hit a wall. Okay, so we're obviously going the wrong way. Do we have a map? I don't think we do. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. You guys are really lovely, and I do appreciate your support and all the stuff we've talked about today. Like, it means a lot for you guys to be so supportive, and like, it's honestly something like, again, going back to like the other thing, it's like, I'm like, I don't deserve this support. Like, I don't deserve this kindness. Because like, you know, it all goes back to like, well, clearly I didn't deserve it when I was a child. Why do I deserve it now? Type thing. That's sort of the thing that you end up feeling. As I say, it's a lot of PTSD from my childhood, and it's still, like I say, I only moved into here in January, so it's still very raw. Compared to that, I mean, there's still a lot of raw emotion. Yeah, I'm clearly missing something, because am I just supposed to go up towards the surface? No, apparently not. What am I missing here? I think I'm missing something rather obvious, so I'm just gonna keep an eye out. If I can see where we can go any further down. Yeah, like that's what a lot of people said. Like, and like you do a lot for other people, and I honestly, one of the things people say to me is a lot is, I'm amazed that someone who's been through as much as you have is still so kind and so supportive, and that that to me is my bread and butter. Like I love being supportive. I love helping people out. But even I, who, like I say, I love it, like, can feel a little bit underappreciated sometimes, and that's why that's why when I said to you, Rose, like, I'm happy to do modding for you, but all I ask is that you show me a little bit of appreciation for that, because there have been times recently where I've done something for someone and I don't feel like they've appreciated it, or they haven't shown me the appreciation. Or I've done something for someone and someone else has come and stuck their foot in it, and it kind of annoys me because I've taken the time to set something up for someone, spending nights, like long nights, trying to sort stuff out, even putting my own money into some stuff, and then other people come and stick their noses in, stick their 2p in. You know, that sort of thing kind of annoys me when mission incomplete. Great. But yeah, that's sort of like what happened. Oh, we're back here. We're getting out of here. Ocean or submarine. The next mission is return to the Judo dock. We'll transport the huge material from the airport. Hear that, Juno Airport? We can still get the huge material back. Let's hurry. We're breaking out of here. What are you gonna do? We're gonna hop on a torpedo and blast that. Hop on a torpedo? Don't worry, I won't miss. We don't even have a target, we're just aiming at the sky. I'm not reacted the same way. Yeah. And people say to me, they're like, always say to me, they're like, you do so much for others. I'm like, and all of this, and I'm just like, it makes me happy. Seeing other people makes me happy. Like, being able to do things to make other people happy. And I got very much into this trap, and it's sort of how I ended up. You can see, obviously, the money has fallen on hard times thing that's just gone around. The reason why that's the thing is because recently I sort of fell into a trap at the end of last year of that exact thing, as you say, Rose, of me making others happy makes me happy. So I fell into this, like, this was back when I was still living with my mother, so I was still, desperately trying to get through every day. And I reached this point where I was at this point where I felt like